Hey, what's up, miners? The time has come. Turned off. Turned off. Turned off. Turned off. Mining is dead. Ah, just kidding. We're doing some reshuffling. I'm gonna steal that 3070 Ti. It needs repadded. It's a very hot day. And we're going to do some efficiency testing. So I need one of my power meters. So we'll turn that off. We'll turn that right back on. I guess we could do that now. Was that you? That was you. I'm stealing you. Give it up. Oh, you're covered in panda hair. I wish that nerd would come back. But Rugs the cat is turning out pretty cool. Get this guy back in. We don't need no meter. That is disgusting. Oh my goodness. These are off because it's 105 in my garage. And the UV index is up to 11. So I'm going to be working in the office most of today. Nothing stellar is going on with networks. In fact, Raven difficulty went up today. So I'm just going to turn that off for this afternoon. Our ARCs. This one for sure is going to get sold as a gamer. And this one most likely is going to be also sold as a gamer. That is to make some room for possibly the 10 series AMD, but to begin phasing out my AM4s that don't run GPUs. So for GPU rigs, I see no reason not to run an AM4. You can run 10 cards easily and very easily get 16 kilohash Monero, and I just use that as a baseline. But for any CPU coin, they're cheap, and there's no reason not to. So, I have wanted this since it was announced. I helped a few people tune theirs for efficiency. We got some really, really good numbers. So, I do finally have my own. And a good friend of mine was kind enough to send. He runs a big operation doing other things, and so he sends me some of the e-waste they have, and very grateful for that. So that's nice, and hopefully we'll get you some good numbers on there. So these are plugged back in, so we can turn these right back on. I just needed that power meter, and let's see. Let's go ahead and turn off our Caspas too. We don't need that. Even though they are low watt, I'm still getting about half my electric, so that math definitely doesn't math. And let's see where we're at. Yeah, we just hit afternoon, so we'll give the inside a little break. There's our rainbow. What's up, Flat Top? Rainbow gang. Woo-hoo. But yeah, 105. 105. So, so this is our 1660 Super Rig. We have 5 cards going through board A, 5900X, and 5 cards going through board B. So board B is where I run all of my ridiculous number of tabs. So I'm having a smoke break. I'll just scroll through networks, see what they're doing. And that's a little taxing on something that's already maxed out on threads and running everything. So I do, unfortunately, if I load, it's usually going to be so mining pool stat, CMC, you know, something with these type of ads is going to restart my miner. Now, that's not as big of a deal as it sounds. You can see 1660B, which is this one, which resets the miner, is actually my best hitting rig on Raven, if you're to believe these, you know, dispersion numbers. So, point being, I would like this to go totally mining, and I've finally gotten around to my 10850K. So it's been retired for a little bit. We'll take it inside. Hello. It has an illegal deep cool cooler, because that's how we roll. We're outlaws. Rebels. Oh my goodness. And this will become my new personal rig for out in the garage, etc. So I do like the LGA 1200 socket. I need to get some feet on here. This is the, what is that called? I think it's the AK620 from Deep Cool. That has two other nice fans. And we're on the Z590 Prime Plus, which is one of my favorite LGA 1200 motherboards. And I pick all these up used. You know, if I pay over 120 for a motherboard, I'm rather upset. So, but yeah, so I've never really tuned one of these. I do want to just play with it and see what I can get. So I think on Monero, not really messing around too much. I got a little over 6K one time. I see the record is like 9 something K. So if I can get over 8, that'll be fun. And I want to test out some RAM combinations, I guess. We'll go over to our addiction tower here. Yeah. Hey, Rugs. Who's a pretty kitty? That's you. Yeah. That's you. Yeah, cat butt. So I have in the past had this. Oh no, maybe. Hello. Yeah. So, big fan of the T-Create. So we've got 3600, and does that have the subtimings? It probably does, but we'll get to that. So I do also have this same kit in the FTW3 5950 rig. So since it is off, let's see. Yeah, that worked. Hey, nice. I'll mark these as to what slot they're in, so that when this motherboard wakes up, it won't know anything happened. And that way we can try, you know, quad 6 and see what minimal difference that makes, if any. So it'll be fun. Just kind of a messing around, playing around video. It's probably not relevant to anyone, and you're welcome to go anywhere and watch something useful. But yeah, it'll be a new fun personal rig to play with, and then just go through some basics of you know, some of the Lake series overclocking. It's not very difficult. They're not efficient. Save the 11400. I really like that little CPU. It's good for rigs also. So, did I ramble about everything? I think so. Yeah. So, very excited. I did get one of these 230 hash per watt at the wall. RandomX. So I'd like to get to 300. I don't know if that's going to be possible, but we'll see. So I'll get these two 7900s started back up. Get some feet on here, get some RAM in there, and see what we can do. Okay, so I've had the 10850K running for a few minutes. We did hit 110 out here. Oh my god. So that's a thing. Let's check in here. We'll check voltages, but none of this is for efficiency because we're dealing with so many series old Intel. That's not picking up. We're at 320 watts. So once again, not going for efficiency. Just kind of seeing what happens here. Hey, that's pretty close to our 8K. Did we thermal throttle? Oh, dear God, yes, we did. Okay. This was first OC attempt. That screen is horrible. My apologies. Roughly, I did nothing with voltage. I should pull that down into an offset. I did pull the ring clock up to 4800. That's not always called the ring clock. Sometimes that's called, oh, good gravy. What is it? Oh, the cache clock. Ring clock. It has another name. But basically memory controller, kind of think of it like that. Once again, no voltage playing, not going for efficiency whatsoever. I really just wanted to get 8K, see how hard it was, and it was not. Sorry, losing my voice. It was not difficult at all. 5.2. I could probably do that at 1.4 volts, closer to it, 135 maybe. That was just being silly with 4 sticks of RAM, because I'm used to AMD where the memory controller won't even support it. So, yeah, just joshing around and having some fun. So, but we'll get this down to where it should be. I am going to go ahead and move the hard drive up here, since this was running a rig, a GPU rig previously, many moons ago. It's just been sitting, but I did have that going through the South Bridge. So we'll go ahead and run that through directly to the CPU, or what used to be the North Bridge, and then get our extra RAM out and put that back in our 5950. So, but yeah, super easy to get up to 8K. So someone knew what they were doing. I could probably get that up to the, I forget what the record was on XMR. I think it was in the 9s, 98, 99, something. So, anywho, just fun, simple tunes. Intels can hash, but good gravy, they're inefficient. So, we'll put this to work. It'll check charts for the rest of its life and hold on to silly, stupid little wallets and all the daily nonsense of a crypto miner. So, okay, see you in a bit. Well, I lied. This CPU doesn't have Gen 4, so there's no benefit to really moving that. So I left it there. I pulled the extra RAM back out. And we did hit 8K. It just thermal throttled. But that ended up 52 at that voltage, around about 1.5. With a 46 on the ring ratio. Is anything else pertinent? Expo 2, all standard settings there. Yeah, so it does hit 8K, and we did it for a little while, 5 shares before it thermal throttled. So I think a 360 AIO would probably take care of that. But just being silly, just wanted to see if I could reach 8K with some decent RAM. So. Yeah, and that's not even great RAM, that's like decent RAM, so that's pretty fun. In no way whatsoever is that worth it. Oh my god, 320 watts. So yeah, definitely silly, but those are things that you can play around with the 10, 11 series before they started getting E-cores and all that junk. So I stopped at LGA 1200. I didn't go past that. I wasn't really interested in Intel. So yeah, so that's that. I guess I'll put that together. Yeah, I may as well. I'll put that one together and then I'll tune it in a different video. So be right back. Magic internet time. Woo, woo, woo. So just pulled it out of this fancy little box here. Came with some films and static. Has the fan mounts. Came with quite a bit of screws, some Wi-Fi shenanigans, which worried me a little bit because I heard some shaking in the box. The I/O shield was over here. It is bent and damaged. I didn't really plan to use it necessarily, so probably easily fixable, but not a big deal for me. Why did I order this one? So we've got some mild cooling on the MOSFETs and the coil themselves. It's almost just sheet metal, but it is attached to this 2 heat pipe cooler. Vertical RAM will stay cooler than sitting on top of each other laid over RAM. And then I don't have to use a cooler. So I do have an ITX cooler, I think, in that box, but for the same price, I don't have to use it. So we'll get a fan mount and see what it do. Okay, so we're back. Kind of bouncing around 62 watts. Oh my goodness. So it did come together rather well. One thing I did different, I pushed the fan brackets down. They would normally mount to where the fan would cover some of the M2 slot. So I did this here so I could stand it up. And that's pretty much it. I've got some Micron D die RAM. Okay, so that was 62 watts at 12,920, we'll call it. So 12,920 and 62 watts. So I'm just doing a quick tune. It is rather late and I am tired, so there's some specs, so I think we're all familiar with it a little bit. So initially stock, right, just out of the box, turned it on. Nothing special. That was turning on power save mode in Windows. Same way, nothing else done. This last one was core performance boost, disabled in BIOS, and those are all at 5200. Default RAM timings. So I don't know. I've heard a few things about. So there'll be another video where we do tune this. Those are the hash per watts, rather easy, no tuning at all really. 140, 160, 185. Extremely mild tuning, no real RAM tuning whatsoever. That's 208 hash per watt. I achieved the most recent one with core performance boost disabled and a -30 PBO offset. I did boost the RAM to 5600 megatransfer, 2800. So I'm hearing some things where people are saying the RAM is limited, and I don't know, but these are tunable, and more to come. So, but that is basic stats there, and we'll get to tuning. So RAM tuning on my one friends, I did get up to 230 hash per watt. So pretty excited. We'll definitely be able to do that even with the Micron RAM. We'll still be okay. I've never tuned D-die before on BD. Yeah, so I don't know. Interesting. But there's a very quick, no effort, 200 hash per watt. So when I do have time, I'll explore this RAM and see what else we can get. So for now, very happy. So I do like these. Let's see, they do not make money at scale versus the X5. Obviously the X5 has its, power delivery issues and other things, but it gets 160 hash per watt, so this does do that out of the box, and it has other uses, so that's nice. But Very, very, very excited to be over 200 hash per watt for the first time. So I do want to get one of these full size over 200 hash per watt. I don't know. We'll keep trying. But you know, life stays pretty busy, so this is a hobby. But yeah, 200 hash per watt. Woo woo. Hashtag efficiency, gang. Get good. Alright, happy hashing, mining fam.